Now, Sensitive for the global report on living income and the case study of Project Stop in Indonesia. Let's just go a little bit global. Anything to happen before we listen to a keynote address from our Excellency Honorable Wilbur Ortichilo, Governor of Viga County. So I know I have Adam Hidana, Senior Officer at Systemic, all the way. Adam, I don't know if you can hear me. If you can, please say hello. We want to hear just
Hi.
briefly on
Hello.
what you have to say. Yes, I can hear you speak. Please go ahead, Adam.
Okay. Thank you. Who will be share the slide?
We have them here. Joshua, would you kindly confirm? Are we sharing them? Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So, good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. First of all, thank you for the committee. Uh, so we can share about our collaborations project between Project Stop and Accentures. So let me introduce myself first. I am Adam, senior officer from Systemic. I and my friends, my colleagues from Accenture Song, Roni will present about Banyuwangi Hijau apps. It's a part of our approach in Project Stop in Banyuwangi. Yeah, can I also see the slides in the Microsoft Teams? Okay, thank you very much. So yeah, we're going to present Banyuwangi Hijau Apps. It's our approach in Project Stop Banyuwangi to create an efficient waste management system in Indonesia. Next slide, please. So there will be three agenda for today presentations. There will be introduction, solution, and impact. Next slides. Next again, please. Yeah. The project stop itself, we try to deploy system change at scales. It's a bold initiative that is taking a radical approach to stop the leakage of waste into the environment. The initiator Borealis and co-founder Systemic. Now we are partnering with Accenture to build an app which digitalizes the waste system process and enabling the rollout of formal waste system at scale in Indonesia. Next slide, please. Yeah. So the project stop. The backgrounds of why there's a project stop in 2017, only 40% of waste is collected in Indonesia, and leaving 4.8 million tons of waste polluting natures, and most of them are burns by the society, and 9% of them are leaking into sea, lakes, and rivers. So it's like a background why we create the project stop. And the project stop Banyuwangi actually it's a scale up of our last project stop. It's uh, part of the Banyuwangi itself is located in Java Islands in Indonesia. It's the eastern part of the Java with 1.7 million people living there. Next slide, please. The our approach for Project Stop Banyuwangi aims to provide Indonesia's first Regency-wide waste management system. So the management system it's for the Regency, not only for like villages or sub-districts, but we are want to provide in this Regency levels by some approach such as sustainable financing. We have innovative financial models, blended finance scheme, and plastic credits, where the blended finance scheme is we combine source of funding such as the development funding and private capitals, waste fee collections, revenue from recycling, as well as we try to advocate with the governments to provide or to allocate the annual budget for waste management system. And then we also set up the collection system with circular waste system and governance structures and enabling recycling value chains to transform waste into feedstock for recyclings. And in the level of household and non-household, we try to change the behaviors, uh, try to introduce how they should sort the waste so the waste is clean enough to be processed in the facility. And this is the one that we want to share more regarding the mobile apps. The mobile apps or Banyuwangi Hijau apps is providing digital solutions to improve customer management and accountability of the waste system. Next slide, please. So who got the benefits? So beside the officer itself, the one who collected the data, uh, we can get the efficient, robust, and transparent data from using the apps. The project itself also can get the benefit because in the future we can plan the route and get the correct data for the participants. And as a part of the community development, we ask people to help us in the behavior change as well as to get the data. So it's the project stop can create jobs for the local communities. So yeah, next slide please. From this maybe Ronnie, can you take over from this?
Thanks a lot, Adam, and thanks a lot to the hosts. It's a pleasure to be here today and introduce you to our digital solution that is supposed to help the people on the ground to make their lives a little bit easier and improve the processes a little bit. Next slide, please. So we have designed and developed an app to support the people on the ground who are walking from door to door and try to sign up the inhabitants of the villages to participate in the waste management system. That means they need to be signed up. Yeah? We have a couple of features in our app. They need to be signed up, registered. The app can also handle the payments that the households and institutions are supposed to do. And in order to support the people who are actually going from door to door, there's also some kind of onboarding and help section. So whenever new people are joining this project, that they are also well equipped and understand everything that they need to know. So looking at the, one slide back, please. Thanks. So what you can see here, it's the register screen. So you can see we can add households or institutions. It's of course important to have the households to participate in the whole waste management system, but it's also important, especially when it comes to sustainable collection of fees to support this whole change process, that institutions are taking part, because usually you can imagine they have more waste, we can collect more waste, we can collect more fees. So it makes sense to also have this target group included in here. And then we can go to the next slide. Our waste management officers can register the households and institutions, and they can now also handle the payments on a regular basis, which allows us to have really transparency on the fees that have been collected. They can also defer payments, can check with last month's benefits. So this whole process made it much easier. You can imagine before they had this digital solution, they were basically going with pencil and paper from house to house. They had to collect the money by themselves, and this whole process was way more complicated. So now it's all digital and much easier to process. Next slide, please. And in order to also motivate our waste management officers There is some kind of home dashboard that you can see here, which shows how many fees have been collected, how many household or institution registrations have been done. Also, upcoming tasks can be seen. So that's on an individual per officer basis. But there's also the overarching picture for them, what their community or their region has already achieved. So how many registrations in total have been done? How much waste has in total been collected already? This, I think, also gives a good motivational boost for everyone involved. And that's why we have designed this home dashboard to give also here some kind of transparency for everyone. Next slide, please. As I mentioned in the beginning, new regions require new people to support this whole system. And in order to onboard new people, we have developed this larger help section, which gives answers to basically all the different topics that they need to know about. This, of course, also enables the back office to not be overwhelmed by questions all the time, which you can imagine appear every now and then. So this is also an improvement not only for the people who use the app, but also for the people in the back. Next slide, please. So, and to give you a very short glimpse, next slide, please, how we typically design digital solutions. It's basically a 3-step process. So we try to really understand the needs of the users. Then we go into the product design and then finally into the development. Next slide, please. And for us, it's important to always come from the user itself, to really understand them, to really make their lives easier, and to design something that is really useful for them. That also includes user testing, checking how the people interact with a solution, and then make it better based on this feedback. In the end, of course, the development based on the technology that is available in the region. So in Indonesia, it's mainly Android phones. That's why we have developed a native Android app based on modern technologies and tools and methods. I will keep it short. Next slide, please. And back to Adam.
Thank you, Ronnie. So regarding the impacts, the project stop emissions, we want to collect 230 100 waste collected per annual. And for the impact until September 2024, so we has collected waste for 72,000 tons, and for the plastic that we try to recycle is 10,000 tons since inceptions. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is so the application the apps that we try to build is once award 3 awards in the art directors club in the term of the creativity, design, and user experience, and the trophy showcase in the form of nails. Uh, the next slide. So yeah, thank you. That's all from us. If you want to have a questions or feedback, you can reach out to Anthony, me, or Ronnie in the emails that you see in the screens. I think that's all from us. Back to the host. Thank you.